I'm alive. I'm alive. Okay, not really, but you know what I'm getting at. Okay, I don't know why that's there. Let me get over to YouTube so I can see things the way everybody else will be seeing them. So I need to go to my own channel. No, I don't want to switch channels. Do 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 do. Okay. So there's stuff on my desk. So this is the, I showed the Rick Rack last night that I bought myself. This is the leftover from Elsa's, her scavenger doodah. So I get a little bit more of the orange and yellow. There's a little bit of the brown in here. Not much. And some black and other colors. I just have to untangle it. May the odds be ever in my favor. Rick Rack is hard to untangle. And then, as you can see, despite the best of intentions, I did not clean up last night. So I just have a pile of stuff at the top of my desk. Oh, there's some gray. Nice gray. I love little Rick Rack for the edge of pages in journals. So I'm sorry. This is such a hot mess. All right. So... Carla, I didn't think you'd be off work yet. Hello. You know what I noticed after I took this out to show it to Els? You said put the X on there, and I don't know what I was thinking, and you never said anything. I put a D on there. So I had a moment last night. How you doing, Miss Carla? I hope everything at the 4-letter word was fun today. Okay. Oh, that's on camera. Oh, fail. Sorry. Oh, please go away. That's all I want you to do. Oh, well, there you go. Probably won't be many people in because Rosemary's about to go live in a little bit here. So, I was going to take this apart and dye it. So I brought it in the house because I don't know if I want to. Like, I am kind of digging this. It's weird and stripy and ugly, and it reminds me, it looks kind of vintagey, even though it's not. I think this is, maybe the 80s. Let's see if it says in here. No, 2020. This is not at all old, but it has that kind of old-timey feel. Put in the pro and procrastinate. That's totally me. Day 4. Day 4 of the hostage situation. Behind enemy lines, What are you going to do? You got to work. We all got to make money. That's why I DoorDash. I'm glad I don't have to drive, though. I'm glad that Els and I are doing it together. Because I don't think it would be nearly as much fun alone. Or if I had to drive, honestly. I'm not giving you that. Okay. I murdered a Smurf. I'm going to confess. I murdered a Smurf in the garage. Just for you guys. I'm in blues right now. Blues and grays. And a little teal coming up. So obviously I started with the aquamarine because that's the Smurf color. I don't like it when this happens. I really, really don't. It makes this page unusable to me. Because, it folds weird. So I may put I think I'm going to use this. Now, what am I going to keep track with? I think I'm going to keep track of my Happy Mails and stuff like that for however long it lasts, because obviously it's not dated, which is good for me. I can keep track of people's birthdays here, at least 31 of them. I don't think I know more than 31 people personally, so. I'll wait till I get to the purple and the black because, you know, it's coming. I don't think I need to do black right now. I have lots. My shop is still shut down. I'm going to add in a new section for raw items, and raw items are undyed. So like some envelopes, maybe some of the dot matrix paper, some undyed tickets for people who maybe don't want them dyed, but don't want to buy 1,000 tickets, you know. So I'm going to be putting that section in. I think it should be open by the 1st of December. I need to go change the message on it because I think it said it was going live in the middle of last month. How about them apples? Well, I know more than 131 people, but I mean like people that I would send like cards to or a happy mail or, you know. But I can put the important ones in here and keep track of my like happy mails and gifts and stuff. And it might just be fun because I can put in samples of stuff and I can make it kind of interactive, which is kind of my jam. So, unless somebody wants to buy it off me as is, let me know in the next, 2 days, because otherwise I'm going to start using it. So, but it's just it's a fun size. I like tall. I like tall and wide, but tall and this, it's not exactly skinny. I wonder where'd my little ruler go that I was playing with yesterday? Never to be seen or heard from again. Not over there. Not over. Who knows? We shall never know, because I don't even know where my paper cutter is, and I was going to do some work tonight. No, wait, I do know where my paper cutter is. I do know that. Hold on. It was in a safe place. Okay, let me move these stickers because they're going to get quashed. I definitely want that. Let me move all this lace and stuff. Let me just show you a big fat mess, right? So yeah, so there's dye in. I got to wash the racks in the morning because they still have lime green on them. Okay. So, yeah. So I think that'll be fun. Oh, I could measure it on here, huh? That's a thing I could do. There it is. Okay, so put the edge there. I'm only going to measure it. It's a 7 1/4 to the end of the spine. But the page is at, no, it's 7 1/4. So 7 1/4 by a little over 11 1/2. No, 11 3/4. So that's a pretty good fun size, I think. But I am a massive procrastinator. I have something sitting over on my filing cabinet for Rebecca that I've been meaning to mail out for I don't know how many months, Well, I feel honored, and I love getting a Carla box. There's nothing better than a Carla box, except maybe $1 million. And I still think I'd be happier opening a Carla box because I never know what I'm gonna get. It's like, ooh. Okay, so I found, and I just moved it. Where'd it go? Doodly 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 doo. This is what I get. So I went out, we're going to make that Christmas book. So I went out to the garage. I knew I had a Thanksgiving one laying around. And we're late into the month, kind of already. If the first part of it got away from me with that trip and everything. I was like, it's only the first week, and then no, it's not. I don't have my heat gun. I don't even know where it is. And that does not want to come off there. Let's see if we can get it. You may be watching me be on the struggle bus for a minute. Oh, I'm jealous. I love Chipotle, and Els does not like it at all. I've had no Chipotle since I got here. I suppose it would be fair enough to ask her, will you stop at Chipotle? I want to run in. I just haven't never thought of it. So I have to end this at about 10 to 6 because I need to eat a sandwich. I didn't have anything to eat since I made an egg sandwich around 11 this morning. I made one for Mr. Mike, and he ate it up. He got the good one on the sourdough. I didn't realize we were so low on sourdough when I made the offer. I had to have mine on marble dry, which was okay because I toast the bread. But it wasn't the flavor I was looking for. You know how it goes. So I has the no sourdough. It's smooch. I need to go get my... Oh. I brought home my orange. That was my snack. You had an orange for dinner? Oh, okay. He liked egg sandwiches. Yeah, Mike loves egg sandwiches. And he didn't know he liked them until I got here, I presume. I don't know that he'd ever had one. Like my white trash. My favorite white trash breakfast. The latest version. So it used to be on white bread toasted, but I can't have white bread anymore. I need a paper towel. Do I have one? Okay, I know what I can use. Hold on. We'll take the backing off those napkins. And I can use that to get the sticky stuff off. So the original ones of white bread. Mike likes 2 eggs on his. I'm a 1 egg person. And American cheese. Really simple white trash with a little bit of mayonnaise on it, on the bread. I'm not just higgity-piggity throwing mayonnaise on a sandwich. This has that, like, when they press it, it's got like a textured feel on the edge instead of, let me see if I can maybe, without running the whole napkin. There we go. Do something in the middle where it doesn't have that pattern where they pressed it in so that it stays together. The new version is toasted sourdough, which is nummy. It's the low carb Chompies. Makes the lowest carb bread out there that we can find that we will eat. I'm not saying there's not lower carb stuff, but the Chompies is delicious. And they have sourdough, marbled rye, Jewish rye, dark rye, bagels, mini bagels, full-size bagels that are blueberry. I've never seen plain ones. I'm sure they have them. We're going to use this, I think, on the inside. So I need to denude a second one, I think, because I'm going to use it on the inside cover. Let me put that off to the side. Yeah, that's an easy one to do too. And I have eaten it that way. It's kind of like an open face sandwich. You know, you just pile your stuff on top and eat it. The latest one, so toasted sourdough, little bit of mayonnaise. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it's probably more mayonnaise than I like, but it helps soften up the bread a little bit. And believe it or not, it is a compliment to the hot egg. But Mike buys these sausage patties at Walmart. They're the round ones. I don't like the other kind. And so I've just got a little alcohol here. I'm just going to rub the the sticky part of the. Be careful if you're doing this on a book cover that isn't like slick. This will rub the color off. It'll rub it'll rub the finish off the book essentially if you have to do it a lot. So sometimes these tags come off super easy, but I've had this book and it's been in the garage for over a year, so I'm sure it's been heated and cooled because I bought it last year at the end of the year. Yeah, I got to de-glue the book. It was molten lava. I cook mine pretty hot too. I like to mix peanut butter and cinnamon in it. That way I don't have to add a bunch of sugar. Because I'm not gonna lie, I can't eat just plain oatmeal. But I don't like the flavored kind because that's too sweet. And it never tastes like, to me, it never tastes like what it says it's supposed to taste like, you know? And I'm getting blue on it from me. So there's still a little sticky up here. And then we'll just go kind of over the whole cover, clean it up a little bit. Because it's a used book from the thrift store and you never know really what you're getting. I put the trash can right next to me so that I don't wind up with trash all over the floor, hopefully. I'm not saying it's never going to happen because you've met me. But, okay, so let's go ahead and we'll put a little bit more on the other side here and clean the back cover off. Just from any extra schmutz and germy fingerprints and who knows what happened. From 70 million people that touched it in the thrift store, you know? Let that dry for a second. I'm just going to rub it all over my hand. Because I got sticky on my hand. And then we'll dry up with this other one. Get the thrift. O'Day thrift store. The schmancy perfume. Where you might get the plague from it. Just to be sure that it's not still wet. Oh, now it's squeaky clean. Literally. Okay. It's not that punny, but you know. Let's get that. Apparently I have blue flecks on my face and I've ruined a shirt. I was out there putting the dye in the water, you know, to make the color. And I didn't think about it. And sometimes, you know, the dye, if it sits for a while, it settles to the bottom, the pigmented part. And it can get a little clumpy. So you gotta work the clumps out by putting hot water into it and shaking it. And then once you got it into the water, you got to use a whisk. Well, I turned the bottle upside down and, you know, I could tell it had the clumpy in it. And I shook it a little bit, not thinking about it, like, you know, like you do to get the dish soap to the bottom of and it popped out of the container into the water. And, you know, you've seen my dye vat. It's very deep. It splooshed up and I have 7 spots of dye on my black and white shirt. Apparently I have 5 on my face. So there's that. Els looked at me because we picked this shirt out of the thrift store because it's got 3/4 sleeves and it fits and it looks nice on me. Yeah, I'm the lunatic in the thrift store trying on clothes over other clothes because I like my shirts to be roomy, you know, because there's a lot of me. There we go. All right, so now the book is apart. This is where we'll decoupage that. Now, I didn't think about how long these pages were. So we're just going to go with whatever we've got. We don't have to match the page size, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this has 8 pages naturally. I think we're going to put in probably about 16 pages. But not all of them are going to be big. We're going to do some smaller stuff and maybe an envelope. I don't know. I've never tried it. I don't like the smell of hand sanitizer. I don't. But the truth is also, I just finished like 8 minutes before I was supposed to be live. And then I was sitting outside, and that's why I was 3 minutes late, because it was like, oh shit, I have to go live. I only washed my hands twice. Usually I do it 3 or 4 times, and I use one of those green scrubby sponges to take more of the color off. I only washed twice, and I only used the green scrubby 1 time. So there's more. And look at my fingernails, all the cuticle. That's fun. I would need like a shower or wash a load of dishes or something. Oh, well, you work with people, though. I don't have to work with people. Just me, and I know when I'm sick. Know what I'm saying? But I'm sure we have some floating around. So we're going to keep the story in order. There's still something. There's something sticky right there. Where'd that doodah go? All the doodah day right there. Oops, there's a staple. I can see something right there. That may be permanent, though. This sat out in the garage for a while, so it may be splashed with coffee, too. I'm not obsessed with it being perfect, because what the hell is perfect, you know? Yes, definitely. I think I have a bar of it in Elle's go bag. When we went on the big adventure, I didn't want to take the liquid one. So let's see about this. So I think we're going to have an overlap in the middle here. And then let me see. I'm looking at this. I'm wondering if we can make a little spine in it. Let's see what the images. No, because they go right up to the. We would cut off more of the image. Okay, so no, we're not going to do that. So I want to have the gold color. So I'm going to tear the napkin just a smidge over halfway, and then I'll come at the other side with another napkin, since it's not long enough either way. Oh, I don't know. I'll ask Alice what she thinks. She knows a lot about fabrics. Couldn't hurt to try it. I thought about just when the dye's all done, dunking my shirt in it and seeing what happens. It's already ruined. What's the worst thing that could happen? I have an ugly blue, black, and white shirt. You know, it's a thing. Okay, so I need some Mod Podge. Amy, where is your Mod Podge? Let me grab it. And I think I have a, ooh, toe cramp. Sorry. Okay, I've got some Mod Podge. Do I have an open one? Is there an open one? Okay. So this is the napkin that Else gave me from the dollar store. Using it already. I figured it'd be a little time. I am going to put just a smidge of white paint over the Mrs. Gilbert. Maybe it's Gilbert. It could be Gellert. Or Gallant. Gallant. Something with a G. Just to... so it doesn't show through the napkin because it's in green. Uh-oh. Gotta lean over. What's that? We don't want that down. Oh, it's a tiny piece of that ribbon. Okay. I'm gonna go out tonight. I got paint all over my hands. Can't. You can dress me up, but you can't take me out. And Elle said you can't even dress me up, so there's that. Let's see. I think I have Do I have a paintbrush out here? Am I going to be SOL on a paintbrush? But there's one over by the closet. Yes, yes, there is. Oh. Have paintbrush, won't travel. I will give it a try before I dunk my shirt in the dye. Can't hurt to try. I know what you shouldn't use rubbing alcohol on. Whiteboards. I think I have a used one of these somewhere, so. Oh, that was fun. Okay. But I don't feel like looking for it, so we're opening a new one. I think the other one's almost empty, and I may not, in fact, have another one. I may have used the last of it. Okay. I did make an ink spot in there, though, so that's exciting. Ooh, and we have, ooh, there's like a, here. We'll put it on here. Maybe we'll find a use for it. A weird glue, skin. Oh, yes. Yes, it is. Good for you. Knowing the right way to fix something, you know? Not everybody does. I should probably get something to put under this. Why do something logical? I need a really big thing. I don't have a really big thing. What is this? Okay, we'll use this piece of plastic right here for now. Okay. I'm just going to flump some on here and spread it around and make a mess. You can wash the glue off the other side. It's not the end of the world. I don't like writing with flare pens or the really nice fountain pens and stuff, because I press really hard and I'm more likely to ruin the pen or use too much ink at one time, you know. So I'm going to run this a little bit over the edge because I do want, let's make sure we get all the edges here, to go a little bit over the middle with this. But I also want this to be right on the edge if we can get it. Okay. So we're going to have a little bit of wrinkling because that's how I am. I don't need everything to be perfect. I'd like it to be a little more perfect than that, though. Okay. Nope, we're going to live with whatever that is right there. I'm not a super huge fan of wood grain stuff. However, so we're just going to tear this. And we'll have some scraps to use somewhere else if we want to. Because unless it's teeny tiny, I usually keep the extra pieces to use for small stuff. Or to fill gaps or whatever, you know. Sometimes you just need a little something extra. So I really don't just chuck things away. But we do need to add a little glue over here. And then I don't know if I should actually, I should probably go ahead and give it a light coat over the top, huh? got a little white in here, but we'll put a brown edge on it. And I think it will be okay. I'm not really interested in being shiny or anything. I just want to make sure it's got a seal on it, you know, because I'm hard on things that I use. On the regular, and this is going to be used for a whole month. So I just went to the Goodwill, and I look year round. I bought this around Christmas time last year, not around Thanksgiving. And as you saw, it was cheap. I think it was $1.49 or something. And I usually buy enough books at one time that it's buy 4, get the 4th one free. You'll buy 3, get a 4th one free at our Goodwills here. I don't know how it works wherever, you know, you guys are. All right, so we're going to flip this over and flip this over. We'll worry about the edges later. I did. Uh-oh. Hello, Janice. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Really, gel pens? That's professional. Aw, I bet you're tired. So they're still trying to figure it all out? Goodness. Leslie, welcome. So, okay, that's going to be, you know, what you, it's difficult. Let's get some. Seems to be kind of going around, though. A lot of people having not good medical times. Not to lessen the impact of what's going on with you in any way, because it's a big deal. Hopefully we can lighten your mood a little bit for a little while. I got a little carried away here. I'm going to squeegee some of that back into the... And we can always count on Carla to make it a little dirty or a little sarcastic or both. All right. Make sure we get down to the edges. And again, just a little bit over the... All right. Let's grab that other napkin. And again, I want to keep that edge as close to the edge as possible. That's also a case of you get what you get. You don't got a lot of wiggle room with napkins. Oh boy. Okay. Let's get it lined up here at the bottom as best as we can. No worries, because we're going to fill with brown ink. Things are never perfect, you know. Have a few wrinkles and all that. I admire people who can decoupage and not make a hot mess, because that's not me. You know? Let's at least clean the big glue spots off there. And then we're going to tear this off again. Being reasonably careful about it. Oops. I said I was going to keep that and I just squished it up like a moron. I would have caught it eventually. Hey, Miss Candy, how you doing? Oh, stop that. Okay. Oh, no. Poor doggy had a seizure. That's terrible. I hate it. Fluids are always helpful. I'm glad he was feeling a little better, even if they don't know exactly what's going on. You're holding your own, Candy. Better than the alternative. Seem to be having just lots of things going on with medical issues all around. Some of it very unpleasant for you guys, and I'm sorry about that. Not that it's my fault or anything, but you know, you don't like to hear bad news for anybody. I wouldn't even wish someone what's going on my worst enemy, because that's, you know, not a good way to go through life. Okay, now let's go ahead and give a quick coat over the rest of this, just because, you know, I use the heck out of my stuff. So this will keep it from rubbing off the book and give me a chance to smooth down any weird spots. I admire people who can decoupage and they get it perfect and there's no wrinkles in it. I do not know how to do. Probably they don't have their ceiling fan blowing, for one thing, you know. Would be my guess. And my ceiling fan is going and going and going. So you guys, just so that the new people come in, realize about 10 to 6, I'll be heading off because we are door dashing tonight. That's why I'm on so early. I would normally on a Wednesday never be on this, or a Thursday, whatever day it is. Thursday, I think. Because I know Rosemary's on. But this is the time I have, so. Okay, I'm going to let that dry. We'll just put it over here while we go back to the book pages. Okay. Hey, Rebecca. Krabby's in the house. Well, it's good that you're still sane. Those folks can probably fold it. Probably. Oh, my. All right, so this is the book pages for the book. Now we need to, I'm going to go rinse this brush off real quick, and then I'll be talking to you from the filing cabinet while I attempt to pick out some papers for this, because it was outside, as I said, until 8 minutes before this live, stuffing paper in the dye vat. Give me a second to go rinse this brush out, though, because it will get all, it'll be, I'm going to say it, it'll be hard. Give me one more second. Okay, I'm back. I had to run out to the garage to get a couple of things. So I'm just grabbing some papers. Let me catch up on chat before I go into the closet to grab some bigger papers. I'm with you, Leslie. You roll them up and throw them in a pillowcase? Yes. It's the... I don't even know that it's... Yeah, the waiting because you don't know. And so you start to imagine the worst, you know? Oh, fun, Carla. The devil's lettuce. He's a millennial. Mm. Oh, the douchey beanie wearing kind. No! Hey, that's probably me. I secretly live next door to you. Not elevator music, though. Kitty, I'm a boomer. So we're not going to try to make this. I'm testing for size here to see what I want to do. This is that crunchy, crinkly paper. It was never ironed. It just sat out in the garage in a pile for 4 months. I'm not saying I don't have dyed things. I'm just saying most of it's tea and coffee. Okay, so none of my pages are going to be as long as the book, and I'm okay with that. That's fine. I don't feel bad about it. I suppose I could, if I wanted to, hinge some pages together if I wanted something just as long. Because I could tear this in half and hinge it. I did fold it crooked, though. That was awesome. Tastic. That's what my neighbors always hear when I live in apartments. I am a horror movie addict. And when we lived next to the gay guy in Scottsdale, I invested in a pair of headphones with a long cord because my computer doesn't take Bluetooth. And yeah, so we need to trim that down a smidge. And then I think if we just hinge it like that, it'll be okay. So let's trim this down a little bit. So we'll have at least 2 pieces that are the same size as the book. I'm going to get some colored paper out of my I have the longer papers laying in the closet on a little drawer with a shelfie thing that I have in there. And if the edges aren't perfect, then the edges aren't perfect. I'm not gonna stress about it. Just not worth it. So I think right about there. Close enough for government work, okay? I'll make a little fold right there because I can't. Right about there. Okay. Now I can see it. I don't care if it's a little bit shorter, but I don't want it to be longer. I think it's time to replace the blade on this. Hey, Adria, how you doing? You turn your TV off at 11. You're such a good neighbor. I'm a shitty neighbor. Well, I bought headphones because he was very noise sensitive. And he worked, because I was often up all night. And he worked late at night, but he came home and went to bed. It's not like he... No. I may wait and sew this together just so it's less... I'll glue it. I'll just glue it. bagpipe music. Aw. I don't know why, but some bagpipe music just makes me cry. I think it's that bagpipes are good at evoking emotions, you know, for whatever reason. There are a few pieces that make me bawl like a baby. Okay, now we may still have to trim this down a little bit after we fold it in half. Loud pupil graphs. I would love to have wireless because I wander around and I twist in my chair while I'm working and all that. And I should not be folding this while it's still drying, but I'm going to. May actually be better because it's hard to fold once it dries. Okay, so let's see about this. Okay, so we're going to have to trim it down just a smidge. Okay. Let's see how this looks. Hey, we got it. Now, we're going to have creep in the book for sure. I'm only going to trim off what I have to, though, at the end. I do have some Texas Swing. That's fun music. Opera. TV. I hope everybody is doing well. Once again, this is a reminder. I have to get off at about 10 to 6 to eat a sandwich before we go door dashing. This is a short one. We're not going to get very far with this, but and I will probably finish it off camera just because I need to get it in use. But this is some fun crunchy paper. Go in there and then I'll grab some colored stuff. I don't know what I have in the Jesus. I've tried sharpening this with the aluminum foil like people say, and I just can't get it to sharpen. Maybe I'm not doing it right. You're doing it wrong. So let's measure this piece and take the crinkly part off. This will be kind of my creative daily sort of, I don't know why I'm doing that. Just need to see the line really good where I'm placing it on the cutter. It could also be, no, it's just because this cutter is shitty. And I just cut that crooked. Sweet. All right, we're going to go ahead and trim that with this. And we have a really freaky edge there. And we're going to glue these together again. Gypsy Kings love them. Nice. Bye, Adria. Enjoy Rosemary. It's okay if anybody's got to go to Rosemary's. I know you guys are regulars, a lot of you. No worries. You can watch me later, or you're not really going to miss anything, so don't worry about it. I am not insulted. I knew when I came on that this was Rosemary's time, so. But it's the time I have today, because Thursday is one of our DoorDash days. And I do like money. I'm torn. I don't really want to dash on Friday nights because I want to do Hanging in the Hollow, a nice long session. But also, I'm a greedy bitch, and I want some money. You know? Okay, we're good. I need to add in a little glue right in here. We do want this hinged edge to lay down nice and flat. And I just got a chunk under my fingernail. Fun. I cut my fingernails to die. Now I can't grab anything, man. Let's see. Oh, cool. Yes, it does. It makes the bank account very happy. Okay, so let's, we're going to cut some edges off, and I'm not even trying to do too deep right now because the cutter's being a pita. Pita. But we do want the paper to be straight, so really, come on. Got some nice grungy ones, you know. I don't even actually care if they're the same size. Like if it's even. It's not like you're going to see this 2 pages together unless I were to put them in the middle. And I'm not, because I'm leaving the middle of the book as the middle of the booky creative daily journal thing. Close enough. Oh, actually, I did. I got it pretty even. Okay. So that's got to dry for a minute. Community, please. Oh, okay, so I'm not interrupting Rosemary. Woohoo! But I still have to leave it 10 to 6 to eat a sandwich and run out the door. Next week, whichever week is the Thanksgiving week, I think it's next week. Could be the week after that. We'll be dashing on Wednesday. So I'm just getting some big paper out of my closet. Bear with me. But it's been all kinds of fun. And there's those bags. Now I can put those away where they need to go. I did not realize all that was shoved up in there. Interesting. Okay. Bringing around the colored paper. The big sheets. Doo-dah, doo-dah. I'm not going to use all the same size sheets. Oof. Okay. Okay, so. Ooh, am I like paused because I put the one top in? Oh. Okay. Whew, okay, give me a moment to catch my breath. Yes, that makes me out of breath. Let's see, what do we want to do? I think we want some of this pineapple. What did I say we needed?
Are you still live?
I said 10 to 6.
Oh my God, you're always live. Don't you ever get off camera?
No, even when I'm not going to post it, I just film all the time. I think I'm that awesome.
Yeah.
Are you telling me I'm not awesome? Are you harshing my mellow? What are you doing?
No, I like your mellow. What's up?
I'm making a creative Thanksgiving thing.
Oh, cool.
Out of that book. Look. Where'd it go? Oh.
Oh, that's why it smells like stuff in here. Mod Podge.
Polite way of saying my room stinks.
No, it smells like Mod Podge.
But look, I used the napkin you gave me.
Oh, that's a
Two
cool.
of them.
It's cool. Was it printed on all sides?
Yes.
That's awesome. Because usually sometimes those are.
And it has a border though. So I like cut it while I ripped it. And then, so there's a little bit of overlap.
I'll live with it.
Say hello to the ladies. Oh no, Carla says I need to be hooked on the F word.
You
What?
just did that for ASMR, didn't you?
I'm good. You know what? Fuck off.
Ooh. I was just
Come
saying
here.
hello to the ladies.
Or you can stick your hand under there.
I did. And then
They just saw the shadow. You didn't stick your hand under far enough. It's not live on my live. There you go.
Hello.
Happy now? Stop touching my thigh. It ain't right. It ain't right. Molestation. Human resources. Mari just called you Riz.
Riz, huh?
Yeah. Oh, no. Rills. R-L-Z. Rills.
Rills. Rills.
Okay, so.
All right, get back to the
Oh my God. Just.
I came here to ask if you wanted to cheat for dinner.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And I can go till 6. I'll need the extra 10 minutes for the sandwich.
I don't care. Yeah.
Are you ready to go? Is that what you're saying?
No.
She's dancing in my doorway. Doorway dancing. She's getting her down with her funky self. Did you say hi to Mari? And Leslie and Carla?
Hi, Mari. Hi, Leslie. Hi, Carla.
Adria had to go.
Oh, Adria had to leave.
Yeah.
Bye, Adria.
She probably was on a smoke break. I think she has to work.
All right, I'll leave now.
I think you should leave.
See,
Quietly.
You don't love me.
Oh my God. Becky.
Did you see that bitch's ass?
Come
Damn
here.
you.
You got to see this. Do you think, look at the book. Do you think the blue could go? Because look, I'm like,
This blue.
this one down here, that's teal.
No, this one.
This one, that's
Beamer's blue. But if you look at it's the same
yeah, kind of.
kind of.
I had gray, but I don't have any big gray paper. I need to make some.
I don't think I have any big gray ones either.
I don't think I've done any big gray. The last time I did gray, I made so much. That was one of those I made some and then I had a break.
And then you screwed up and made another batch.
A whole like I had like 6 batches worth basically.
Oh.
And so I haven't made any in a long time.
Yeah, I don't think I'll go look, but I don't think I have any.
Well, I don't think I ever made any because it would have been at a time before I started making big paper.
Let me look. I'll go look.
Oh, that one's broken. It's brokey. Okay, so I think we could go with lavender just based on this cover and we'll go, oh, maybe we won't go lavender because that is sandwich wrap. You know what? Let's put one in there. Why not? We have a couple of those. And I think we could go pink. We could, yeah. I'm going to put a couple of these in there. And then I brought a couple of envelopes, but I lost one now. Anyway. Because I think it kind of goes with, I don't know, maybe we won't use the envelope. What's going on in here? Oh, we could definitely go, yeah. Trying to pick out colors, but there is an existence. Thank you. Nice lady. I have to tell everybody you're a cunt, though, you know.
Yeah, I'm a bitch.
I can't be nice to you. It's not allowed. Are you having fun over there? Is it a like jiggly butt workout?
Well, yeah, once I get it going, you know, it keeps going and it just burns calories that way.
Carla really wants to hear the one thing that you're known for.
I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing that you're in love with me.
I'm blaming you, Carla. I'm 100% blaming you for this.
Yeah? Did you tell them what Mike did to us?
What? Oh my God, we're going to go out and check the mail.
No.
What? Oh, I haven't shared that with anybody.
Do it, because then it'll be in all their heads too.
Sing to them.
Okay, so
this is a what do they call it when you take somebody else's song?
It's a cover.
It's a cover of Tom Jones.
She's a lady.
She's a lady. About biscuits and gravy. Please.
Biscuits and gravy. Whoa, biscuits and gravy. And the gravy is divine.
And it's a whole video thing.
And we hate Mike.
And yes, the answer is Mike is dead to me. But also today, he didn't bad, and he's like, Elle started talking about this trip, and he's like, we didn't really have any money saved up. We had last week's dash money, which was like $250. And he's like, no, you want to go on the trip, you just charge the hotel room and the gas. I thought this says, get the fuck out of my house. Like I'll pay for the trip, for the gas in the hotel. You just get on out that door.
Did you tell him about the fork?
Yeah, I told the fork story last night. Okay. But also, we went out. We were going to go out to the mailbox today. She had her car keys in her hand, and he's like, "Bye-bye, see you later."
I know,
but we didn't say we were going to the mailbox. I'm like, Mike, we're only going to the garage. I looked a little disappointed, I think.
Yeah.
So I think maybe Mike's a little sick of our shenanigans.
I think maybe he doesn't love us anymore.
I don't feel the love. Did we get downgraded? I know it was a hanger-on. What's less than a hanger-on? Like, where does that put me? Am I out the door?
You were the breakfast wife.
He finally did ask for a nice sandwich today. This is torn, so I'm gonna go with it. We're gonna tear it some more.
So I gave you big sheets of paper, and you were tearing them in half
because the book is oriented this way. So I'm gonna trim a little off this side and hinge them together.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So you're not feeling the love either, though.
No, not really.
So.
Although I did just sexually harass him at work, and he was into it.
So we're only allowed to be around him for sexually harassing somebody?
I think so.
They're all laughing at us. Hold on. Elsa's twerking. You're twerking.
I'm twerking?
I found a word most lawyers don't like. Like the word moist. It's the word exposed.
Yeah.
My favorite TikTok is the country song to the Adam. I've never heard that one. Do we need to get Hubbard some pricey neon fishies?
Oh my God.
That man is obsessed with fish, people. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Fish-a-palooza right now.
Do not. Don't do it. I may have ruined this piece of paper.
I trimmed Harry's nails.
Instead of putting caps on them like a weirdo. You're just going to keep that box on your desk and show it to him every time he gives you shit
Well,
about
I put one on him and he went, what the hell is that?
And then he let you trim
So
them.
I said, you want me to trim your nails? Wait right here. I'm going to go outside and get the nail clippers. He sat on my desk and waited.
So you just need to keep them around for the threat.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, tear some paper.
It's ASMR time.
Love you. Bye-bye.
She's going to burst back in here and sing again. I know she is. She's going to go away just long enough to make me feel like, oh, okay, it's not going to happen. And then she's going to scare the bananas out of me. Maybe they're relaxing. But you have to designate a fish tank person. I don't know why Mike works on that fish tank so much. I have to be honest with you. I love Mike, but I had a fish tank when we lived in Phoenix when I was married. We had some fishies in there, and we bought the tank and the filter and all the stuff, and we put some fish in there, and we had a, you know, we had a Mario, which is the one that suctions onto the glass. I can't think of what the fish is called, but anyway. I need that to not stick out. We'll save that for scraps. Now I need to find out if any of these papers are too tall. All of them are too tall. Okay, so we're going to work on trimming these down. Plecos, that's it. We put them in the tank. And I, other than draining it halfway about every 6 months, I never did a darn thing to that tank. Other than change the filter and add in water if it evaporated some of the water. Nothing. My husband did nothing. The fish tank sat there. We looked at the fishies. We talked to the fishies. We fed the fishies. Mike is out here all the time talking to the fishies. He is like, there's weekly maintenance involved. Some of the gravel in there is black. I don't know if it's, we didn't have the kind of fish he has though. So maybe it's the kind of fish. I mean, we had a pleco, but not those Mickey Mouse fish or whatever they're called. We had other fishes. And after a while, then we had one fish that ate all the other fish. My husband made a bad choice at the fish store. So then we had just had, you know, like 2 big fishies for a while. But even when we had we had about a dozen fishes in the tank, we never had to maintain it the way he's having to maintain that tank, you know. So, okay, that's trimmed and that's not going to need to be trimmed. I think I'm just going to tear this, so I'll tear it here. I think I just want some torn edges. Let's have something fun, you know. And then I'll tear the other end too. And we'll live with it. And now the other end. Not that I'm insulting Mr. Mike's fish skills. Also, they never just died. You know, another fish ate them. Yes, you did. I think it's in there. I don't know. I honestly do not look at the fish tank that often. Like, I love the fishies, but Mike is obsessed. And apparently there's some new babies in the big tank. I know I always got to swoop at the end. There's always a swoop at the end. I think that'll do there. Do we get 2 of these or just 1? Maybe just 1. Okay. The devil's lettuce guy has now moved on to Aerosmith. Well, at least he's got good taste in music, unless you don't like that kind of music. I don't mind Aerosmith or Metallica has to be a limited thing for me, though. I can't listen to hours and hours of Metallica. It makes my head hurt. I'm not young anymore, you know. That's all I'm saying. We're going to hinge these pieces. We got to get them trimmed up. Yeah, the gravy, biscuits and gravy song. Oh my God. I'll post it in the group when we get home from dashing tonight. It broke my brain. And then what's worse is it became an earworm. I'm like sitting in the car in my head. And the gravy is divine. I can't sing, okay? It's okay. What are you? You have scared monsters. Your face is going to stick like that. You keep making that face. Just saying. This has nice occlusions in it. Thank you for this piece of paper. The next time I make gray, I'm not doing it with sparkle. We're going to have some non-sparkle gray. And I think maybe I want to make a darker color too. I think I want to do a light gray and then like a charcoal gray. I did a slate gray like a million years ago. It was a mistake. But on TikTok, it's the pizza. It's the pizza recipe. Oh my gosh. Carla, I think you might be on TikTok quite a bit. I'm getting my shit together for the end of the year so I can be on all the social medias. I'm struggling. I'm on the struggle bus with I'm just going to tear the ends of this. You know that? That's how tired I am on my cutter. Need to get a new blade. Also, whatever we stop for better be hungry or delicious because I'm hungry. Okay, I think that needs to be torn a tiny smidge more. Phenomena. Phenomena. And then you can never, ever get that out of your head. It just lives there forever. But I will say, word for word, the Biscuits and Gravy song is a worse earworm than Phenomena. Do, 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 do. Phenomena. Spoons. Yeah, I struggle with spoons. It's true. Never enough spoons in one day. My computer wanted to restart last night. I planned to stay up till like 3 in the morning. My computer wanted to restart about 11:30 or so. Right after Mike and Els went to bed, whenever that was. So I said, okay, and my computer takes a very long time to restart. So I went out and I was like, I'll lay on the couch for a minute because my hips hurt from getting in and out of the car on the trip. And I'm old and I've got issues. What can I say? So what we're going to do, what do we got going on here? Oh, okay. So I was going to hinge this paper together. So I don't think we have to worry about it on this side, but we'll tear this side too, and we'll just see where it goes if I just tear it across together. And we're just going to live with that. It's going to be hinged this way, so I think we'll put that at the bottom. Let's make sure both of them fit. Okay, these both need to be torn here a little bit. Now I'm boring and you're sleeping? Yeah, I fell asleep on the couch. Like I must have laid down and my last thought was, oh, that feels good on my feet, which were also, from sitting in the chair in the car seat. Yeah. I was sitting in the car seat. And that's what happened. What happened was, I had swollen feet. My hips hurt. laid down and I was gone. The next thing I know, Els is live. And I usually have a very hard time going to sleep, you know, because insomnia. One of my new issues of the damn lawyer's wraps is silverware in a tissue. Ah, she's secretly pregnant. I am not pregnant. You bite your tongue. That is a hard no. What am I doing wrong? Did I hinge it wrong? Did I not tear it enough? I don't know. Okay. We're just going to live with that. I don't need that glue down there. I need the napkin piece. No, that's just old. I'm not pregnant. Do not. You bite your tongue. That's a terrible thing to say about an old person. Terrible. If Mike Fox was here singing Biscuits and Gravy, I'm going to kill somebody. Okay, I need that to be level. There we go. That's where the creasy crease needs to go. Now let's see about this. Now that's still a little too long. All right, we're just trying to have a little fun with this. Okay, let's see how many pages we need now. So this one, where's the other big one? I had 2 of these, and I set it aside to let it dry. Found it. Okay. And this still hangs over a little bit, so we're going to tear this too. I'm lazy. We're going to tear it. I'm 52 this year. I'll be 53 in April. I know I'm not old, but if you talk to somebody who's like 20, I'm older than dirt. They can't even imagine being 53. Oh my God. Were you around when God made dirt? So I have all different weights of paper.
What's our motto?
I don't know.
If you want to look young and thin, hang around with old and fat people.
And that is on purpose because I tore it all funky. This is a... I'm going to start flossing in front of me now and humming The Gravy is Divine. I should get my butt up and look for my washi tape. Well, Sasha's the really old lady at 54.
I know, she's an old bag.
So, you know, she's got some on me.
She hits the double nickel here pretty quick.
The what?
The double nickel.
55?
Yep.
55? Oh, she's going to be the speed limit?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the old speed limit.
The old speed limit. What's the speed limit?
A suggestion around here. What do you think of these envelopes? What kind of what do they do?
I think it'll clash with the green in the book.
It's too late.
Okay.
So don't put it on this page is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
I don't know what you're talking about. Nobody in this house goes over the speed limit.
Really?
Ever.
Because I believe that you sped all the way to and from our destination.
What you talking about? I did speed limit the entire way.
She is a liar pants. Because Mike can look and tell how fast you're going on Life 360. Mari. Mari says I'm 5 years younger than her and she's not old yet.
Look.
I believe she just told me to shut the hell up.
Look.
What?
I'm older than you and I ain't old yet, so.
By what? A year?
I am older than you.
Mm-hmm.
And I am not old.
You keep saying that like it means something.
It does.
Nothing.
If I'm not old, you're not old.
I feel old.
Really? So in 45 minutes when we're in the car and you're giggling maniacally and running around with your wheelie box on your head, pinwheels.
That has more to do with B12 than how I feel. Just saying.
Oh, y'all, I have learned a lesson. There will
Really?
not be 2 cups of coffee, 8 packs of sugar, and B12 in her world.
Oh,
In
yes,
a
there
car.
will.
A
Yes.
small car.
There sure will. Look at this nice gray piece of paper that somebody gave to me.
Because somebody likes you.
Oh, you? No, that's not true. Take it back. Carla feels 225 today. Mari says, but her body feels like 100. Oh my God. What was the day I got up and I felt like I was 80? At the end of the second day when we were getting ready, she was like taking off to the last thrift store and I'm like, I'll catch up. I could not get any giddy up at all. After like 15 stores, my legs were like, fuck you and the horse you rode in on.
And how the hell does she do that shit?
Els is like
Turbo
troll down the. No. Okay, I'm gonna do this one this way.
Come on.
What?
You know, going out with me is fun.
I didn't say it wasn't fun, but my legs were not. Took me about twice as long as it did her to get in that store. That's all I'm saying.
I'm standing there holding the door.
Just waiting. Now I want to leave the middle. I need a piece of paper for
I
it.
need a snack for this.
It's gonna happen.
Hey, bitch.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's the nicest thing you've said to me all day. Now I don't have to complain to human resources. I don't really want to put 2 tea-dyed pages together. What other color do I have? I'm going to throw a piece of teal in here. Just to... I'm making this way thicker than I need to, but... And this is a book for me to work on during this Thanksgiving month. It's already almost half over. Hey, I folded that piece of paper really shitty. Yeah. Can you not stay away? What's that? Oh. Me like you. Is that mine?
No.
Cheater.
It came pre-printed like that in a package.
Cheater. I've made paper that looks like that, though.
You know that I love your paper more than anybody else's.
That implies you use somebody else's paper.
And as a matter of fact, I prefer your paper over my own.
That's a compliment. I can't use this in this book, though, unfortunately.
Why not?
Because it's too long.
So you cut it and glue the end.
Or I could just cut both ends and have it open.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that. I'm doing it.
Don't fold it in the middle. Fold it off center. So it's wonky.
I like it. I still have to chop off both ends because
Yes,
it's
but you
big.
have to glue it shut.
I don't if I just want to use it as a paper. What?
You don't if you what?
Bye.
That's it. I'm twerking in your door.
What did I ever do to you? I dye paper for you. I go places.
You make me leave the house with Cracky the squirrel.
You like it and you know it.
Sort of. Hey, do you want to show everybody the Rick Rack rope?
Yes, I do. Everybody should. This paper now looks like it has boobs. It's boobalicious. Anyway, we're going to put that in there. I think it's the right. Needs to be a little bit shorter. She'll never give me another envelope as long as I live.
It's like a torture device.
Okay, look through that and tell me what you think. Okay, so this is the Rick Rack. Human resources, is that Seder? Yes, our human resources is a Seder. This is Elsa's new Rick Rack collection that's going to be in her store. Sing along with the bouncy twerk and butt stuff.
I like it.
I bent over today and made that old person noise.
Oh.
I know that noise.
Oh.
So this is all the colors of the Rick Rack. You can sing all the colors of the rainbow.
Yes.
In Pocahontas. She's signing a song, which they can't see.
I know.
So there it is. She braided it because it's unruly, and it kept getting tangled on itself. Mari's like, so pretty. I believe that's going to be in her store.
18 different colors, 36 total yards.
2 yards of each, and how many millions of dollars is this going to be if they want it?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay. Not really helpful.
Probably like $3. You know me, I'm cheap.
This should be more than that. I know how much you paid for the Rick Rack.
I'm cheap.
You have to at least make your money back. That's the rules. Hey, look, I made this paper look like it has boobs.
Oh, yeah. It's got knockers. Oh, there was one page in there that I was a little concerned about.
What?
Towards the end. Keep flipping, keep flipping. I think it's the last one or the first, second to last. Keep going. It's blue. Keep going.
Is it the one that's all ripped?
Keep going. Okay, this one right here.
Mm-hmm.
This brown piece gets caught right on that.
Okay. I see your point.
See it?
Look, we fixed it.
Okay, good. I was just wanting to make sure.
That Rick Rack could be used as color festival hair. if you made smaller braids out of it. Okay, so this is going to be our book. You guys like it? Oh, I got to get off here. That's why she's being obnoxious in the doorway. She's trying to tell me I've been on too long. Without telling me I've been on too long. All right, so I still have to trim this, but for general shenanigan purposes, we'll just fold them and see if the book needs to be trimmed on the other edge. And I need to glue that portion down, so good job me. Way to use that glue, Amy. Way to use that glue. Okay. So there's creep. But I think we're going to leave it because we're going to have stuff hanging out of it anyway. So I think we're just going to live with the creep, right? It's for me. It's for fun. This isn't something I'm going to sell. I do have glue on here I need to wipe off. So, what do you guys think? There's 3 times as many pages in here now. A variety of things. Because it's what I do. Because it's what I do. All right, so I will be working on this later tonight or tomorrow. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday. Do you guys want to see me finish building this? I mean, obviously, I'll trim off the doodah, maybe. You know, I might get to it. Trim off the extra. I'll ink up some stuff. I don't know if I'm going to ink every page because that's a lot of stuff. So this is going to be my fun November thing. We may get 2 Novembers out of it. You never know. Depends on how, you know, prolific I am with my gratefuls, and to go back 8 days with the gratefuls, but I have notes, so it's okay. Rebecca, I like it. You too could make something like this if you want to. If you want to join me at the last week of November, I will be making, I don't know how many of you were in here last night because I have a memory like a sieve. I'm making a Christmas one out of this book. same concept. The only other thing I'm doing is I'm going to take part of a file folder and put it in between the cover and the first page, or some other big piece of paper that's sturdy enough, because I don't want to have to cut each piece of paper to this specification. But I do want to use the original cover. So that's what's going to happen. And then we're going to use the same type of thing. I'm going to use all the book pages and add in stuff. And that'll be my Christmas one for this year. And Carla's like, chipboard, chipboard. So that's, do you guys want to see this tomorrow, or do you want me to do something else? Speak now or forever hold your pieces. I will start putting on my shoes while you guys are deciding, and then we'll boink on off here. If you don't have an opinion, make one up, you know. Make up it. So, you know, all the usual things. We have Rollatini. We could do finish up this book. You can watch me on the struggle bus with the sewing in the signatures. That's always fun. Let's watch her sewing signatures. It works fine when I'm not live, but you go live and try and sew in signatures, everything that could possibly go wrong does. And then some other stuff. Oh, yeah. Okay, so work on the journal. It's going to be the same thing tomorrow. I'm going to think I did 4:30 today. I think I'm going to do 4 tomorrow. I know some of you will still be at work depending on your time zone. And then I'm going to go until 10 to 6 because presumably I'll need to eat some food before I go. It's bad to DoorDash and be hungry. Just saying. No, I'm sorry, Neener. I got to go DoorDash. I got to make it the money. My bank account is crying. So, just so you guys know, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit every time I'm live, my next sale, which is probably going to be shortly after December begins, thanks, Mari, is going to have some by-the-piece stuff for as little as 5 cents. So just stick that in your hat and think about it, because my next sale is coming up. I've already got stuff put away for it. It's okay, sleep is a thing. Oh, good night, Miss Neener. It was good to see you, even if it's just to say hello and goodbye. So I'll be on at 4 o'clock my time. That is 5, 6, and 7 across the country. If that helps you out at all. So we'll be finishing this up. So I will try and get some inking done tonight, at least on the pieces. I like the torn pieces, definitely. I don't know if I'm going to ink every page because we started with 8 pages and now there's 24 of them plus the cover. But I will get that trimmed up so that we're ready to go tomorrow. And I'll even find my bookbinding penguin. Woo! All right. So thank you all for coming and hanging out with me. I'm glad that Rosemary was not on just for the sake of being live today during the time that Rosemary is normally live. I will see you guys tomorrow evening if you are available. If not, have a super duper extra fun weekend. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you the happiest of crafting. I'm sorry I'm cutting it short, but I gotta go. I love you guys. Bye, 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 bye. The end.